Hello, good morning. So, don't mind me in my bathrobe, rocking out this morning. Also haven't, got ready for the day, but it is irrelevant. Let's listen to the birds. Let's sit, okay, in this energy from the moon last night. So it is super, 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 super empowering, and make sure you look within and feel the change effective immediately. I was having a conversation and realized instantly, like, my own personal change within me, like old energy, if you will. I would have said, something had come up and I felt a little bit like defensive. Like, my immediate feeling to a comment, I felt defensive. So typically, and this is, even just a couple weeks ago, this particular subject, I would have gotten defensive and stayed that way for, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes, or even would have brought it back up in tomorrow or whatever. But I didn't. I literally felt that defensiveness, and then I was just like, bam! Okay, why am I feeling defensive? Okay. This has absolutely nothing to do with anything outside of me. It is me. It is within me. Okay, so let's sit in that for a second. Okay, so I feel defensive because. Okay, so I need to work on that. I need to grow with that. I need to feel it, appreciate that it's still there. And this is that outside work that we keep all saying. And if you're not aware, and if you're one of those people that's like, I've already done my work. No, we keep working, because our best selves realize that we have to keep growing and working within and acknowledging until we get to that place of that unity, oneness, that within yourself and outside, like with everyone else. But you're not, like, my natural old defense mechanism would have been to think that, oh, that person, thinks this or feels this or sees this for, something against me. I just love that it was so clear. And I almost, and I was having this conversation, like, I was like, I almost feel that was said for those two reasons. Like, for me to actually appreciate that I feel defensive, and to stand in that, see it for what it is, and to realize that I need to work on it. And then, but it instantly shifted to, like, compassion for myself and for the person that was telling me what they were feeling about me. What? Like, that, just that instant, that inner growth that you can appreciate within yourself. So mainly, I mean, it just went from, like I said, being defensive for just a second, long enough to realize that I was being defensive. Then switched instantly to love and compassion for myself and the other person. Then came back to, now you see it, work on it, do it, love it, be it, and be done with it. Let it flow. Like, that's all it was meant to be. And then, like, the other side of that was, see how simple that was? You can utilize this and appreciate it and know that it's happening in every situation in your life when you're present, when you're always, you're in your center. You realize that the work is never done, but you don't have to have the work be something that's not entertaining or fun. Like, you can see the fun in it, and mainly that's just because you can appreciate your own growth. You can have the gratitude for yourself in the way that your work is paying off. I just thought it was really cool, and I'm really excited for every day and growing and being able to really stand in my power and realize that, I'm a beautiful being, and I have this love and compassion for myself and for each and every one of you, for humanity in general. But it all comes back to everything that they always say: be patient, be kind, love yourself, realize that we are able to have our ups and our downs. But it's that ability to see the up and the down and appreciate the process. Also, I got, I listened to Magenta Pixie yesterday on my way home from work, and she gave me just a lot of validation on the waves of the people waking up. And my guides have been telling me, or really showing me, that those of us that are awake and are on our journey, even if you don't want to deal with or see any of the lower vibrational stuff, it's the experience that we all have to experience to see the full bigger picture and our mission at hand, which is that oneness. And in order to do that, sometimes people need some guidance or just to be in your energy. When you're that compassionate, loving soul, that emanates from you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be you, and you're beautiful. So it was just kind of cool, seeing that we're in that third wave, and there's going to be a mass awakening with everything that's going on, and we're all still on that trajectory of where we're trying to go, even though it feels chaotic. But, and I'll bring this back again, you don't have to be in the chaos. It's up to you. You don't have to be in that. You can see it, make sure you observe, because when you observe, then you see what you can do to do your part. So I just thought that was really cool. Mainly the validation for myself and what my guides have been showing me about the fact that, hey, y'all prep yourselves, because all these babies are going to be waking up, and it's going to blow your mind, because it's the people that you least expect, just like that. Your seed that was planted however long ago is starting to blossom, and it's beautiful. But they need your help. But you have to have that compassion, that patience, that love for your fellow man or woman, your brother, your sister, all the same thing, for whatever is needed. And we're not here to shove information down people's throats. We're here to simply be that space holder. And if they need something, we're here for them. And the alignment of not expecting anything in return, just the joy of being in that space, that you have the ability to offer that love, and that even if it's just a sentence, even if it's just a hug, or a validation for them, or a confirmation, or they want to tell you something and you're like, yeah, now feel that. I was talking to somebody yesterday, same thing, and I was, speaking of something, from my spirituality standpoint, and they're not awake, but she was like, oh, I just got goosebumps. It was just that, like, that is enough But that in itself made me so happy, because she's like, so if I got goosebumps, I was like, yes, do tell. She's like, well, it just felt good. Well, did it feel right for you? Yes, it's like I understood what you were saying. Now, take that same conversation at any other time prior to now, and you don't get to know, but everything's in divine timing. So would it have been the same response? Or is it what we feel it is, and the energy that is around and in support of our understanding of everything and our love for each other, and knowing that we have to love each other because we're a team. We're all on the same path. We all have the same goals. It's just, I think it's just great. So, that comes back to gratitude again, is just being present, acknowledging that every single thing that happens is that experience. And it's so beautiful when you look at it with your loving eyes and your loving heart, to appreciate every single moment. Don't waste any moments. If you're always coming from that love space, that heart space, that alignment with your truest self, it's such a fun ride. And it doesn't have to be, nothing's bad. Nothing. Not a single thing. No experience, if you come from that space, is bad. If you think that it is, you were meant to see it for that in that moment. But always give yourself that benefit of, okay, I might be sad, I might be angry, I might be disappointed, I might be hurt. But why? Why do I feel like that? Then flip it. Instantly flip it. Don't wait. Don't set in that stagnant energy. Do not do it. It doesn't serve you. Okay? It will never serve you to sit in it. We never want to sit in energy that is stagnant. If it's not flowing, you must have missed a read. Okay? Flip it to that glass is half full mentality. What did I learn? What did that experience, whatever it is, what did I learn? How can I be better for me? Not for anybody else, for me. How can I be better? How can I see this for the lesson that's behind it? Why would my guides bring this into my presence or my moment? Why would I, with my guides from the astral world, why would I do this? And where can I grow and learn and be better? And where does it serve me? And I promise you, when you move into that glass is half full, let me find it and feel where it serves me, that feeling will always counter what you thought it was for. Always. But that has to, that's the easiest way to keep on your ascension path and to keep your vibration high and not allow for it to drop and to set in that stagnant energy. And just simply saying, I do not consent to how this is making me feel. Now, who do you not consent to? It's to you. So you're communicating at all times with your emotional, physical, spiritual, energetical body to be different, to be in your love and light, to be in alignment with yourself in your highest joy. We don't get to say what, one joy is more than another. It's just that feeling. So once you have that validation of, okay, glass is half full, I felt this because of this, I can look at that and I can work on that moving forward. So anytime I have that thought, I can flip it like this. And then I can set, instead of the lower vibrational, maybe sadness or anger or whatever it is, when you flip it and you're still seeing that for what that was, but then you move it into joy, even though it was low vibrational, you just brought it up a notch. So either way you shake a stick at it, you're still keeping your vibration high. and you're doing the best you can do with the current